Hi, I'm Susan Manzke here on Sunnybrook Farm. It's about 9:30 in the morning and I'm waiting for the sun to burn off some fog. Then I'll go out and take a walk with the dog and other things, probably rake outside. But today I'm going to read Spring Mud Fought with Every Step, May 1st, 1980. I've figured out why we have 4 seasons. It takes 3 changes to forget the fourth. It took all of summer's heat, autumn's frost, and winter's cold to forget spring's mud. Springtime mud attacks gradually. For a few weeks, it creeps out for an hour or two in the middle of the day. It's little noticed at first. People are too busy looking up at the flocks winging their way northward in a clear blue sky. All of a sudden, boom, a thunderstorm. The snow is gone and you're swimming in a sea of mud. Children think mud is another form of gold. Each spring they wallow in the yard where they've struck it rich. Robbie and Becky are no exception. This year they began their mud rush early. "Can we go next door to play?" they asked innocently. It was warm. I had no worries about unzipped coats, forgotten mittens, or knee-high snow. "Sure you can go." I called our neighbor to let her know company was coming. I never thought to say to the kids, "Don't take the shortcut across the plowed field." They were old enough to know better. I was the one who should have known better. 5 minutes later, the doorbell rang. It was Robbie. "Becky's stuck." No more explanations were needed. I could see her. She stood crying in the exact middle of the field, the plowed field. She was planted. Mother to the rescue. I jumped barefoot into my barn boots and started across the field to retrieve my little girl. The mud attacked me as soon as I crossed the furrow. It grabbed at my boots, trying to pull me into its clutches. I fought with every step, curling my toes, trying to keep my boots in place. Each step was torture, but I finally reached Becky. Hysterical, she was embedded firmly in the mud. She couldn't walk. The only thing to do was to carry the mud-coated child back home. I picked her up. Her boots stayed in the mud. I tried to move my feet. Couldn't. I couldn't. I was captive too. Becky began to cry. I held my breath and stepped out of my boots and into the cold, wet, squishy mud. It oozed between my toes and covered my feet, but at least I could move. 2 hot baths later, I looked out the window. The tops of my boots were still visible. I'm waiting for drier weather now. Only then will I attempt to reclaim all the boots. Who knows? By then, they might have grown and produced another pair. This wasn't a large field, only a short section of plowed ground between us and a mobile home filled with more children. The usual path between our 2 homes was well trodden, but this time it was muddy. There you have another of my old columns. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have a good day, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.